Hello friends, this is Manoj Goel, co-founder at the Wall Street School. Having placed thousands of candidates in equity research firms, many times we have received this query from our own students and YouTube subscribers, which equity research firm to work for. And to answer this, we have divided this video into 4 parts. Firstly, we'll give you a brief about equity research. Secondly, we'll brief you about the role of equity research analyst. Third, we'll tell you process of getting into this field. And lastly, we'll tell you a detailed process through which you can find best equity research firm yourself, along with a list. So watch this video till end. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are fit, fine and safe and are doing amazingly well. In today's video, we are going to talk about one of the most popular and requested topics, that is equity research. So firstly, I'll be telling you what is equity research. Then I'll be talking about what does a day-to-day of equity research analyst looks like. Then how you can train yourself to get a job into equity research domain. What are the educational qualifications required so that you can pave your career into equity research? Then what is the initial median salary of equity research analyst in India? What are the top companies you can apply to get a job into equity research domain? And what are the skills that you need to develop to get those jobs? Okay, let us move ahead. This is going to be really interesting video. Firstly, let me answer this question. What is equity research? So I'll answer this question into 3 parts. Number 1, what they do. Number 2, why they do. And number 3, who do they work for? So what do equity research firms do? They give buy and sell recommendation by doing extensive research. So they'll research the entire global economy, the local economy, that is your domestic economy, the sector in which the company is operating, the company individually and the peers around it. And based upon their extensive research, they will tell you whether you should be buying a particular security, selling a particular security, etc. etc. Now, why they are doing that? The whole and sole purpose of existence of equity research is that a belief that you can beat the market. That is by actively churning your portfolio, that is buying securities and selling securities, you can actively beat the market over the long term. If in case you are a person who believes that it's not possible to beat the market, the indices, over the long term, you simply need to invest in a fund, in an index fund with a lower expense ratio and you are sorted. But if in case you want to generate alpha, that is year by year, you want to beat the market, generate higher returns than market, then you need to do equity research. Now the question arises, who do they work for? Are they really investing their money and generating returns? Answer is yes. If in case you are on the buy side, you will actually work for companies who have their own funds. They'll invest in on the basis of ideas you generate and they'll generate returns on that. That is called as buy side. And then we have sell side, that is large brokerage houses or investment banks. They will provide ideas to their client to buy and sell. And if their client buys and sells through them, they will generate commission, brokerage income out of that. So on buy side, you have hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, maybe large corporates with cash. They will be generating profits in the form of returns. But on sell side, you'll have brokerage houses and investment bank. They will be generating profits in the form of commission income. Okay. In some investment banks, there is separate desk for called as prop desk and trading desk. Prop desk, investment banks use their own money. That is, they are on the buy side. And if in case they are using clients' money, that is known as trading desk. But all in all, we say investment banks are on the sell side. Okay. Now let us move ahead and talk about what does equity research analysts do on day-to-day basis. Okay, so typically as an equity research analyst, you will start working before the market opens. So in India, active trading starts around 9:15. So you'll start working somewhere around 8 a.m. So it is your responsibility as an analyst to collect the news, the market updates, to prepare a note on it and then circulate it in the entire office. So suppose you start working around 8 a.m. It will take you around 30-35 minutes to collect the information, prepare it in a note format and forward it to everyone. Suppose you are done with this by 8:35. from 8:35 till 9:15, 9:20, you will have a bit relaxed working environment in which you will check your email, speak to your colleagues, talk about your share ideas, and etc. etc. And once the market opens, along with your working, preparing models or maybe writing reports, you will keep an active eye on the market. So if in case you spot something unusual on the shares that you are tracking or in market in general, you'll inform your seniors, right? And suppose this is a normal day, nothing extraordinary is happening in the market. Somewhere around say 9:15, you'll start your regular activities. So you'll start tracking the companies on which you are working. So if in case there is any new news about the company or about the sector in which this company is involved, you'll try to analyze the impact of that news on your sector, on your company that you are tracking. Then if in case it has significant impact, then you'll update your models. And if in case the company have came out with recent quarterly results or annual results, based upon those results and your expectations, you'll again update your model. And this will be around, say you started around 9:15 till 12 o'clock, you are working on some models, actively tracking companies. Then there will be some con calls. So along with your seniors and others, you will attend some con calls of the company. You will be required to make notes on those con calls, analyze it, and again circulate it to your seniors and other people working in your team. So maybe you'll attend one con call in a day, or maybe sometimes there are no con call, or sometime during the earning season there are many con calls in a particular day. So it really depends what kind of workload or companies you are tracking. Then based upon those con calls, your reports, your analysis, the news hitting the market, you will come up with the forecast, earning updates, and you will give recommendation whether you recommend to buy this security, sell this security, or hold this security, and we will give you a price targets. So you will prepare three kind of reports. Will be one, the first one will be initiation report, in which you are actively starting to track a company. Then there will be a coverage report, in which you will like update the report every quarter, or if in case there is some significant news. And then there will be a sector update. That is, all the companies you are tracking, they belong to some particular sector. So you'll be preparing a report on those sectors, right? So this is what a typical day of an equity research analyst looks like. Okay, now let us move ahead and talk about how you can train yourself to get a job into equity research domain. So first of all, I'll tell you, pick a sector of your choice. Pick any sector, maybe auto, maybe banking, maybe IT, infra, media, metal, energy, any sector of your choice. And within that sector, pick any company of your choice that interests you the most. Suppose you picked up sector as IT, and within that IT you picked up the company as TCS. So you have sector and company. Now go to company's website or BSE site and download last 5 years annual report, download the latest quarterly report, and download last 5 years con calls. Okay, you need to download three things: annual report, quarterly report, and con calls. All this information is available on company's website. Now, after downloading con calls, do not start immediately reading annual reports. It will be too much of a work to be done. Firstly, I'll tell you, go and download equity research reports from various research houses. Already the research is done on IT sector. Already the research is done on TCS. So what you need to do is you need to read those reports. So first of all, download those reports. Now spend 10 to 15 hours reading those equity research reports from various research houses. And if in case you get something very vital or something very interesting, make note of it, right? And maybe if possible, download last 2 to 3 years of equity research report, if in case you can get it. Then this will help you to understand how the company is evolving over the period. Then start reading con calls for T-1 period and annual report of T period. Let me explain. You downloaded last 5 years annual report, that is 2017 to 2022. Then what you should do is read con calls of 2016 and then try to verify whether the management is able to do walk in the talk or not. That is, whatever commitments they have done in 2016, are they able to deliver in 2017, right? Repeat the process for all the years. On the basis of your reading of annual reports, con calls, various other research houses, equity research reports, from investment hypothesis, why you want to invest in this company, right? On the basis of whatever data you have gathered over many days of research. Then condense your entire research into maybe 10, 15, 20 pager Word document and make a report on it. This report will be called as equity research report. And you can accompany or you can collate this report, integrate this report with your valuations and financial modeling knowledge. So you will form a hypothesis, and on the basis of, you will do the projection and then come up with the fair value of the share, and on the basis of it you will give your recommendation, right? The process is to train yourself. How do you do equity research? You can repeat the entire process for 10-15 companies. Maybe it will take you 2 months, 3 months to do this. You will have lots of knowledge, you will have lots of coverage, and you will have lots of work to show in your job interviews. Now let us move ahead and talk about educational qualifications that we recommend. I'm not saying these are qualifications that you essentially need. I'm talking about qualifications that we recommend. First of all, I need to tell you, there is no specific qualification that will teach you stock markets, right? But to demonstrate that you know something more than other candidates who are applying for the same job, you need to get highlighted. And to get highlighted, you should do, or you should aim for doing, such kind of courses like CFA, like CA, like MBA Finance, right? I am talking about all these long-term courses. There are some short-term courses from NSE also available. But if in case you want to settle yourself into this domain, you need to devote considerable amount of time to get the educational qualifications also. Can I do 30 days, 60 days of stock market course and will I be able to become equity research analyst? The sad truth is no. Most of the courses that are available in the market are made to help you to manage your personal money. They are not designed designed to make you manage institutional money. There is shallowness of knowledge in those courses. By no means I am demeaning any course available in the market. They are one of the best courses available. But I am saying these are not designed for managing institutional money. These are designed to manage your personal money. And if in case you are looking some field as your career, why not to devote 2, 3, 4 years to get significant qualification in that particular domain, right? So CFA, CA, MBA Finance, and MBA Finance preferably from tier 1 college. Okay, don't aim for tier 2 or tier 3 college. If in case you can get MBA Finance from tier 1 college, that will be really good. Now let us move ahead and talk about salary, the initial median salary that you can expect after joining equity research firm in India. So as per various sites, this is from Ambition Box, this is from Glassdoor, and our internal research suggests somewhere around 7 lakh rupees per annum. So on median level, if you are okayish with your work, you can expect to earn around 60-70,000 rupees per month. That will add up to 6.5-7.5 lakh rupees. Okay, now these are the companies, like I've gathered this data from various sources. So FactSet, Transparent Value, JP Morgan, CRISIL, Goldman, ZEC Investments, and ICICI Securities. You can see there is lots of dispersion in the data. Some are paying only 3 lakh rupees and some are paying 17 lakh rupees. Some are paying 21 lakh rupees. Some are paying 8 lakh rupees. There's lots of dispersion in the data. That means this is clearly an industry of skill. If you can demonstrate that you are really good at your work, you will be paid very, very high. But if in case you're not able to demonstrate you are good at your work, you will be paid on median level, or maybe in worst case scenario somewhere on the lower side, 4, 5, 6 lakh rupees. So this is a skill based industry. Initial, after getting some educational qualification like CA, CFA, yes, you will start around 7.5 lakh rupees. But if in case you prove yourself, your career will grow exponentially. This is skill based industry, you need to understand. Now let us move ahead and talk about top equity research firms and how do you get a job there. So what I did was I went to naukri.com and I searched equity research analyst job, and then I came across various postings. I am taking a screenshot of 2 postings. So one is from HDFC Securities, another one is from Sutherland. Okay, so what are the educational qualifications they want? MBA, CA or CFA. Okay, now what are the skills they want? They want someone who can prepare reports on large, mid-cap and small companies, someone who is good at researching, writing reports, maintaining reports, forming investment rationale, preparing financial models, picking up trends in market and spotting companies that can provide smart returns at normal risk. Now let's see Sutherland. Sutherland is saying you should be having skills to develop financial models, both the DCF, that is absolute valuation, and relative valuation, that is your trading comps and transaction comps. You should be able to analyze the financial information and produce forecasts, that is project the future of business, of industry and economic conditions. You should be able to carry out industry and company research, prepare reports, give investment recommendation with in detail writing of initial coverage report reflecting in detail understanding of the company. So what are the skills that you need on the basis of these two job posting? One is report writing, sector focused knowledge, financial modeling, valuations, forming investment rationale, that is creating your investment hypothesis, industry and company research, and understanding of global macro trends. Right? This is broadly what you need. And if in case you are here for the names of top equity research firms in India, here it is. Motilal Oswal, Prabhudas Leeladhar, HDFC Securities, Kotak Securities, CRISIL, Sutherland, MK Global, Daulat Capital, Bajaj Capital, Asti C. Mehta. So what we have seen is job posting of HDFC Securities and Sutherland. And other companies also demand you similar kind of skill set. So now you know how to develop the skill set. Now you know what are the skill sets required. Now you know what is the educational qualification you should be focusing on and how a typical day of equity research analyst looks like. So this was the whole intention of this video. Now let's close this video. Thank you for watching this video. If in case this video added any value to your time, feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel of the Wall Street School. Thank you. And if in case you have any queries, feel free to reach us at thewallstreetschool.com or in the comment section below.